Hey there, welcome to Web3 Books Club. We are happy to have you here with us today. I will be reviewing a book that discusses how to develop healthy habits in today's video. A book written by James Clear entitled Atomic Habits. You'll learn how to break unproductive habits and adopt healthy ones by implementing small changes every day. We sometimes spend our whole lives developing healthy habits. It takes just one mistake to turn that habit from an acquired habit into a permanent one. Do you know why this happens? The truth is that we often assume that significant success must be achieved with significant effort. Although it isn't obviously wrong to try to achieve better results if you put in a small amount of effort. The same habits are discussed in the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. There are two types of atomic energy. The first is very small and the second is unlimited. We form habits by doing the same things every day. Whenever we repeat something every day, it's called habit. Obviously, atomic habits are those small habits that can make a big difference in our lives. To whom are the Atomic Habit books aimed? Success is the pinnacle of success for those who strive for it. Those who are interested in discovering their habits. A person who wants to pursue psychology as a career. A person who wants to adopt constructive habits and leave unproductive habits behind. To better understand this book, we will take a little longer than usual videos since this book won't be compromised. I promise you that after watching this video, your perception of your life will completely change. You'll start living a happy, healthy, and prosperous life with your loved ones. Hello, my name is Bishan. Let's get started. It is wise to start small in order to achieve big success. Exercising every day does not make you fit and healthy overnight. Eventually, you will become healthy. Similarly, you don't realize you're getting fat by eating fast food every day. Eventually, when you look at your old photos, you'll realize how unhealthy eating fast food every day has been for you. The number of such occurrences every day, no matter how fortunate or terrible, is impossible to estimate. Generally, we assume that repeating a small task won't yield anything exceptional. Doing that small work continuously, however, can lead to significant advances or regressions. On the internet, one person always searches for helpful information, while another searches every day for things that are entertaining. However, both people appear to be using the internet. However, their differences will be huge after 5 years. In order to succeed and remain healthy for a long time, you must identify what is driving you forward or backward. You must also identify whether they are favorable or unfavorable for you. Make a decision about whether you want to do it every day after you have done that. Whether you are doing some completely novel work today or doing similar work every day. You should consider if you will continue doing this work continuously for the next 5 years. How will this affect you? You can then determine whether you are required to do that work or not. Obviously, if you spend most of your income on luxurious gadgets or amenities, then you are resting your body. After 5 years, you will still earn the same amount of money as you are doing now. But if you invest most of your income in making yourself better than before or somewhere from where you can get high returns, then it is obvious that after 5 years you will be earning money by doing a lot of work and becoming a successful person. There is no way to be a big cricketer or not, and whether or not they practice in this direction from childhood. What will happen to the one who doesn't start moving forward? Your knowledge will be determined by how much time you put into your studies. In other words, you will have the same amount of junk in your room. You do what you do every day and repeat it every day. Time widens the distance between defeat and victory. The more time you put aside, the closer you will be to him. Those who practice good habits make time their friend, while those who practice bad habits make it their enemy. Therefore, habits play an extremely crucial role in determining our life's course. As a result, you understand how significant the right habits are. But having said that, habits are like a double-edged sword, so it's necessary to know how to adopt them. Life becomes successful when pleasant things happen, and it is ruined when adverse things happen. Are you familiar with this question? Can you tell me where you see yourself 5 years from now? Are there any careers you would like to pursue when you grow up? Rarely does someone ask you what you're planning to do in the next 10 minutes to improve your life. And only people with such thinking are more successful in life. If you believe that I will be able to crack any exam in the next 2 years after studying 6 hours a day, then you still have a long way to go. Although it isn't wrong, it is almost impossible to achieve such consistency. Therefore, you should not focus on cracking just one exam. Instead, break your syllabus into small pots and set small goals for each day. The habit of achieving your goal will make it easier to accomplish your big goal if you do it day after day. The maximum we can do is improve by 1% a day, 100% in 100 days, and 3,600% after a year. You will eventually be capable of achieving every goal that appears big right now once you become so much better. The lesson is to improve yourself by 1% every day. Secondly, habits determine your identity. Why is it so difficult to change habits? We either change the wrong things or adjust our habits in the wrong way because we try to correct the wrong things. In all aspects of life, change occurs for 3 main reasons. Changing habits based on outcomes. Changing habits to achieve goals. Process means that whatever work you are doing, you enjoy it, and in order to enjoy it more, you need to adjust your habits. Become the person you want to be by changing your habits based on your identity. Now you need to decide which of these you should focus on. You will get bored if you just think about the outcome, since some of our desired outcomes will take months or years of continuous effort to achieve. Take advantage of the opportunity to change and embrace it as part of your identity. It means changing your habits every day to create better changes in yourself. A suitable example is reading newspapers every day if you want to make this habit a habit. Then start reading headlines and discussing them with your acquaintances. And reading the newspaper daily will become your habit. Here are 4 simple ways to develop effective habits. Questions are answers, and those who ask the right quality questions get meaningful answers, as well as those who take life to new heights. In order to change a habit, ask yourself the 8 questions whenever you want to do so. How can I change it? What are some small steps I can take to make it better from now on? What can I do to make it more attractive? Is this to allow me to enjoy the process of changing my habits? Are there any ways I can make this easier, so that I can easily make a better habit a part of my life? Is there a way I can make it more satisfying? After I've done it, what do I enjoy doing? Thus, habits are meant to enhance your life in that they make it simpler and easier. Visualize yourself as who you wish to be. You should always consider how it will affect your life when you are considering adopting a new habit. What kind of person will I become if I practice this habit? The answer to this question is yes, which means that you are ready to learn a new habit. After adopting a new behavior, consider how you will act, how you will think, and how you will feel. The most effective way to start a new habit. In reality, those who lack the motivation to do something lack clarity rather than motivation. They don't even know where they want to go or why. A person who has clarity and energy can achieve infinite success, according to Bill Gates. Having clarity around why you want to change the habit and what you are planning to give up to break this habit is one of the most effective ways to form a new habit. The smallest things you can do to adopt a new habit. Start with small steps from now on. You need a favorable environment, not much motivation. Human behavior is shaped by the environment, according to a famous quote by James Clear. Basically, the things around you with whom you spend most of your time. The things mentioned here can act as a book for thinking about something. Finding a circle and spending more time with people who think and feel similarly will help you adopt a better habit and adopt a better habit. Self-control is the key to success. An established life-changing habit lasts a lifetime and helps make your life better. In spite of this, the human mind can sometimes get distracted by greed for satisfying bad habits. If you see something like pizza when you're dieting, you're more tempted to eat it. In some cases, this can cause people to give up on their diets. This leads them to fall back into dysfunctional habits or a dysfunctional lifestyle as a result. Because of this, self-control is extremely critical. You can achieve this by keeping away from things that can break your spirits, and keeping your spirits high by thinking, feeling, and being among them yourself to enhance self-control. 1. The art of making habits. The goal of cultivating habits is to adopt better habits and give up bad habits so that you can achieve what you want. To achieve this, always keep your eye on the prize. Suppose I follow this habit to the letter today, but what is the point of it tomorrow? Having this will make tomorrow so much better and more comfortable. It becomes a habit when you make it appealing and pay attention to the results. As a result, you're more likely to be calm, happy, and successful in life. The effect of family and friends on your habits. As humans, we are always trying to conform to the people around us. There is a famous quote about successful people that states you are the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. You are similar to those 5 people in terms of income, health, respect, and way of thinking. This is why it is imperative for you to encourage your family and friends to have healthy habits. And if it is not, then you join a circle or club where people of this kind of mentality have to sit, just like you want to be. The process of identifying and changing problematic habits. In order for a healthy habit to be attractive, you need to view it in a positive light. The more you think about the result, the more motivated you become. Just as thinking about the result of a bad habit can demotivate or disappoint you. Determine which habits or activities are wasting your time, reducing your productivity, or not helping you achieve your goals. Then, re-evaluate the results of those habits, continue those that produce desired results, and discontinue the rest. 1. The advisable course of action is to make progress slowly. You also have to make your new habits easy in order to change your habits. Habits are built by repeating them over and over again and moving forward slowly. It's easy to start and repeat. Therefore, learn any newly learned skill or habit in small steps and gradually increase it, keeping in mind to remain consistent. I am always interested in hearing about less effort producing maximum results. As a matter of fact, our brain also works this way in reality. Any work it does, in the beginning, is also done in a less laborious way. This method makes completing tasks easier and faster. Your mind will perform better if you listen to it and keep it happy. When done continuously for a few days, the brain will naturally find a way to do the work in the most efficient way. Don't put pressure on your mind at first. Just do a little bit every day with a peaceful mind. You can do that by practicing the most effective habits or by working continuously and on a daily basis. Get rid of procrastination in 2 minutes. Of course, it goes without saying that procrastination is the biggest enemy of healthy habits, success, and a better life. This can be changed with the 2-minute rule, one of the most effective methods. Consider something carefully every time you consider doing something. As a result, your mind won't wander and you'll accomplish more. 1. Embrace healthy habits and get rid of unproductive ones. An inversion law states that just as it is necessary to make healthy habits easy to adopt, it is equally important to make it difficult to get rid of unhealthy habits. If we want to stop using social media sites, we delete applications that are linked to them. This will prevent the habit from forming. 1. To change behavior, this rule must be followed. When we are satisfied with doing something less, we don't shy away from repeating it, but instead, do it more and more often and longer. Therefore, if you want to successfully change your behavior, you need to find these habits satisfying. Start with things that give you satisfaction. To transform bad habits into healthy ones, you need to follow the following rules. Don't do anything that will leave you unhappy. Make sure to do something that makes you happy and peaceful. Staying on top of your healthy habits. Our most satisfying feelings come when we accomplish any of our goals. According to psychological research, To track your habits, you can download an app or write them down in a book or calendar. This will create a connection between your habits and you. Keep an eye on your habits and ensure that you achieve your daily goal in the improvement zone to stay connected with them. What happens when someone becomes an accountability partner? Family and friends who care about your success should know your daily schedule and goals. It is a wise idea to use this approach to establish accountability. When you do the right thing, develop healthy habits, and work towards a goal, you'll be appreciated by others, as well as providing guidance when you deviate from the plan. They can also help you stay on track during deviance. What is the truth about talent and when is it relevant? You need to choose the right target if you want to succeed. Identification and improvement of your interest and talent are crucial to achieving the goal. The idea of becoming the most famous singer in the world, even if you have no interest in singing, is simply stupid. One day, if you set a goal of becoming the world's greatest writer, and you improve your talent by learning the necessary things to do so, you can definitely become the world's greatest writer. In a nutshell, it is easier to adopt habits that are compatible with your natural abilities. This is because the work you enjoy playing with is not the work that interests you and that makes you happy. You can then keep getting better at them as they get easier to adopt. Goldilocks law is meant to motivate people. Failure is not the biggest enemy of success. It is boredom. When we get bored with something, we find it almost impossible to do, so we don't put the effort into doing it. This eventually leads to failure. A task that matches a person's ability level leads to full motivation, according to Goldilocks law. Consequently, when you are influenced by successful people, do not forcefully adopt their habits or schedules. Instead, consider your abilities and choose a habit that you feel most comfortable doing. By doing this, we will be able to reach our goals faster and more easily. What is the source of a healthy habit? How a habit is formed? Cue. Craving. Response. The process of rewarding a good or bad habit is divided into 4 stages. Stage 1. Getting a cue means getting a signal from outside first. Seeing a poster promoting smoking, for example, acts as a signal. Stage 2. Craving. You awaken to the desire or craving for that thing after receiving the signal or cue. Stage 3. Response. Once you receive a craving or desire, you respond to it. In other words, you will begin doing that task. The same thing happens when you see an advertisement for smoking and feel like smoking. Alternatively, if you watch movies and see actors drinking, you might be inclined to drink as well. Stage 4. Rewards. Your brain rewards you for responding by giving you happiness and pleasure. It is obvious that all bad habits temporarily fill you with pleasure. Eventually, this pleasure becomes the cause of your sorrows. Your life starts to spiral out of control because of this. As the authors suggest, you should recover from stage 1 if you want to let go of a problematic habit. When you are in front of a smoking poster, don't even glance at it. Getting out of there while jogging is the most effective option. The moment the clue is discovered, get rid of the desire as soon as possible. Whenever a desire arises, don't respond and instead begin working on something else. This way, you won't fall into the same habit again. In this way, you will be able to create healthy habits for yourself. Developing healthy habits is easy with this formula. The keys to creating any successful habit are obvious, attractive, simple, and satisfying. In order to do this, you must follow 4 steps. The first step is obvious. Simple means obvious. Clarity is a habit you want to establish, so make sure you clarify its purpose first. Can you tell me what you would like to receive and how much you would like to receive? Let's take blogging as an example. The first thing you need to decide is how much money you want to earn from your blog. Beginners can aim for $100 USD per month as their monthly target. Providing this target for the mind will prevent it from becoming confused. The time it will take him to accomplish that goal will vary. If you set a large target or earn a lot of money from your blog, however, your mind will be confused. Large amounts can mean anything. By giving the brain a clear goal, it becomes more focused. Set a daily goal for your blog if you have a similar one. Say I'll write 1 page per day if you can write one. You shouldn't write 5 pages today and then not write anything for a week. You should determine how many hours you will exercise if you want to do bodybuilding like this. For example, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, etc. You should put as much time into it as possible. Make sure that you know in advance how many push-ups you must do. This will keep your mind clear. He will only attempt to get it from you after that. Step 2. Attractive. Making your goal attractive is extremely significant. If you feel that burden, you cannot achieve any goal. The importance of making it attractive cannot be overstated. There are many ways to accomplish this. The work is divided into small pots, like writing a blog post, then writing 500 words and then taking a break. The garden is a peaceful place to walk during your break. Besides listening to music, you can also watch movies. Write 500 more words when you feel refreshed. If you are doing similar bodybuilding exercises, take a rest after 1 rep. Talk with friends about gossip. Do not work together for an extended period of time. Consider bringing some interesting work with you during your break. Take advantage of your break by doing something interesting. Step 3. Easy. Ensure that the easy goal is easy to accomplish. Prior to setting a goal, don't make it impossible. Don't expect to do 100 push-ups on the first day of bodybuilding. It is not recommended that you attempt to write 4 to 5 posts in a single day in order to succeed as a blogger. Taking small steps towards your goal will help you reach it. This will be a very easy process for you. Step 4. Satisfying. When you reach your goal, you should feel satisfied. By bodybuilding, you will become stronger and more attractive. The fat is loose. To break a problematic habit is to get rid of it. First, you must feel satisfied in order to continue your healthy habits. How to maintain a habit for a long time. You should do 2 things if you want to develop healthy habits. Don't rush it. Take your time. It is also imperative for them to decide to do the work. When will you write a post for your blog if you decide to do so? Can I write for an hour in the morning or in the evening? It is also possible to write both. All of this needs to be decided. This will switch your brain into active mode. It is also wise to consider the room where you will sit and write. Hence, it is essential to confirm the time and place. Essentially, this is about habits and how to develop better ones. If you like our content, please share and subscribe, and we will subscribe back to you. Looking forward to seeing you in the next book review. See you around.